After dating for 2 years, a guy who had been chasing Luna for 7 years was about to move abroad. Before leaving, he asked Luna to hang out with him one last time. They went back to their high school to reminisce about their youth. Left me all alone at the investment dinner I worked so hard to organize, facing awkwardness. In the end, the investment fell through, and she had the nerve to justify it. Liam, do you love the cold-hearted me? He's leaving the country soon. Nothing's gonna happen between us. I know you're close with the investors. It's just one investment. If it didn't happen this time, there will be another. I built this company myself. You think you can threaten me like this? I laughed, both furious and amused, then slapped her and broke up decisively. I also withdrew all the resources and support I had given Luna. She went bankrupt overnight. She seemed to forget, without me, she's nothing. After the dinner, I walked out of the venue feeling a bit tired. Luna still hadn't shown up, not even a text from her. But a few investors, once I had a connection with, did give me some feedback. As expected, they all declined. I turned off the phone screen, then leaned back in the car's seat, closing my eyes, feeling annoyed. This dinner was organized using connections from the grants, meant to secure investment for Luna. If she could have just shown up, the company's crisis would be solved. I planned this for ages. I even reminded her this morning that the dinner was crucial, not to be late. Who knew she'd skip out completely? I sighed, about to start the car when my assistant called. She tracked Luna's whereabouts. Few words and I got the whole story. It was a guy who'd been chasing her for 7 years, leaving abroad. Before his departure, he asked Luna to spend one last time with him, revisiting their high school memories. I felt my heart clench. Hung up, then opened the video my assistant sent. It was a screen recording of that guy's social media. Photo grid with sunrise scenes, back to back, under sycamore trees, classroom fun, and finally a group photo. Both in school uniforms, close together, smiling brightly in the shot. His head slightly tilted towards her. Luna's ears were red. I rubbed my temples and sighed. We'd been together for 2 years. I recognized that as her shy look. Saying I wasn't upset would be a lie. My chest felt tight, but mostly I was disappointed. We were college classmates. She was the cool, smart type, pretty much good at everything. But I beat her in a campus go match final. Afterward, she added me online, said she wanted to learn from me. We got familiar over time. Eventually, she started pursuing me. I've always admired strong, loving, capable, ambitious girls with brains and responsibility. Luna was just that. Naturally, we got together near graduation. Luna wanted to start a business. I decided to support her with the grant's resources. Her business quickly took off, establishing itself in El City. But on one project, we disagreed. She went ahead on her own, signing a contract while we were at odds. The company took a downturn, nearly went bankrupt. Only then did Luna realize the gravity of things, begging me to salvage it. Thinking she was still young and everyone makes mistakes, I agreed to help. But those amicable with the grants valued the grants, not her. Organizing that investment dinner wasn't easy. I put in a lot of effort. Who'd have thought she'd bail for some guy, missing out on this chance? It was truly absurd and laughable. Her actions not only tanked the investment, but also ended our relationship. I had to break up with her. Moreover, opportunity neglected by Luna, others would cherish. At the dinner, I met Sarah, a junior from another department. She needed investment, but without local references in El City, she's been hitting dead ends. Last year, Luna's project required data we couldn't handle. I asked Sarah, who pulled 2 all-nighters to complete it. Though I thanked her then, I still owe her a favor. Since Luna couldn't seize this, I would give the chance to someone prepared. I promptly recommended Sarah to my connections with the grants. After I finished my shower, I got Luna's call. She found out the investment failed and furiously questioned me. Liam, aren't the investors close to the grants? How did this fall apart? Did you say something wrong and offend them? How can you mess up such a small thing? Go apologize to them now. After listening to Luna, I was so angry that I laughed. How can someone be so shameless? She gave up the opportunity herself, yet she has the nerve to blame others. I sent her the video and told her coldly, Luna, I've never seen someone as shameless as you. You skipped the investment dinner for nostalgia and now try to blame others. Consider this our breakup. I hung up abruptly. Luna kept calling and texting, so I blocked and deleted her. Silence, finally. People don't just turn bad overnight. Luna's actions showed she's not a good person. Seeing that, it's best to leave without hesitation. People like her don't deserve second chances. The next morning I got a friend request. This is Alex. I think there's some misunderstanding between us. My relationship with Luna isn't what you think. The profile picture was familiar. He was the guy from last night's post. I declined the request. Whatever their relationship is, it's none of my business. Now that I'm done with Luna, I didn't want any part in their drama. I stayed up last night working on a proposal for a commercial development project in the South area. The grants are bidding, too. My parents said if I win, they'll let me pursue my own career instead of taking over the family business. I need to seize this opportunity. As soon as I got downstairs, I saw Luna's car parked outside. She leaned against the door, a gloomy look on her face. Once she saw me, she put out her cigarette and walked towards me. Liam, don't be stubborn. There's nothing between Alex and me. He's leaving the country, and I just wanted to give him a farewell. Don't misunderstand. The smoke was overwhelming, so I took a step back and coldly reminded her, Luna, we're broken up. I tried to walk past her, but she grabbed my wrist. Liam, do you only love the cold-hearted version of me? He's leaving, so nothing will happen between us. I know you're close with the investors. It's just one investment. There'll be others. Can't you see the bigger picture? After all, I built this company from scratch. Do you really think you can threaten me? I shook her off. Her words made my heart sink, but I managed to laugh in disbelief. Luna really thinks she made it big in El City in just a year all on her own? Maybe she's talented, but El City is on another level. Honestly, without me, she wouldn't be anything. I scoffed. You think I'm threatening you? Please. I didn't want to waste time talking to Luna. Every minute with her was money wasted. Just then, a guy got out of her passenger seat and stood in front of me, apologetic. Liam, I'm Alex. I tried to explain last night, but you didn't accept my request. I didn't know Luna had an important dinner, or I wouldn't have asked her out. She already apologized. Don't be too hard on her. It's my fault. As he came closer, I caught a whiff of Luna's perfume. I felt another wave of disgust. He's here to provoke me, so there's no need to be polite. You know you're wrong, and at least you're aware of it. Luna's no saint, and neither are you. Asking her out knowing she has a boyfriend? It's pathetic. Since you like leftovers, you can have Luna. Alex's face went pale. His lips trembled, and his eyes turned red. Luna got furious, pushed me, and shielded Alex. Liam, do you have to be so harsh? Apologize to Alex now. I looked at her and laughed coldly, before slapping her hard. Luna, think twice before messing with me. The first thing I did in the car was call to revoke all assistance and resources I had given Luna. I once thought she was decent and respectful. I planned to end things peacefully, not wanting to make it ugly. But Luna doesn't know her place, so there's no need for niceties anymore. With the grants out of the picture, let's see how Luna manages to stand her ground in El City. After hanging up the phone, I didn't pay it any more mind and headed to the office. When I got there, everyone on my team was already waiting in the conference room. We wrapped up the meeting, and the plan was finalized smoothly. I was about to take a nap when my phone suddenly rang. It was Alex asking to meet up. I intended to decline, but he mentioned having a secret about the company project that he needed to tell me in person. Since he sounded so urgent, I might as well see what he's up to. Inside the coffee shop, Alex had changed into a dark suit. He looked mature and confident, with that smile on his face. I absent-mindedly stirred my coffee in front of me and asked, "What do you want to say?" With a slight smile, Alex apologized. "Sorry, if I didn't say it was about the project, you wouldn't have come. As you can see, I'm about to leave, and there's nothing with Luna. I genuinely hope things go well for you both. Don't hold a grudge because of me. Plus, I've chased after her for 7 years. If she wanted to say yes, she would have by now. Luna's feelings for you are real. There's no need to worry." Hearing this, I laughed out loud. "Alex, what kind of show are you putting on? For me? Someone like Luna, seeing her true colors and leaving is the best choice. There's no need to test me. I've never had a habit of picking up garbage." Alex's grip on his spoon tightened instantly, clearly unable to keep up the act any longer. "Liam, do you think everyone is like you? Can't handle your woman? That's your fault. I've been pursuing Luna for 7 years. I know her better than I know myself. All you do is work and think about money. She couldn't breathe with you. You don't even know what she wants. Me and Luna were meant to be. Unlike you, who just came in as an unnecessary third wheel." His words made me laugh internally, and I shook my head. Alex was still too naive. When Luna came after me, She hit it flawlessly. It was just her unwillingness to let go after reaching her career goals, wanting everything. There was nothing meant to be about it. I kindly warned him, a leopard can't change its spots. If she betrayed me once, she could do it to you a second time. What's taken wasn't meant to last. Alex bit his lip, looked toward the door, and suddenly stood up, stubborn and aggrieved. Liam, my family background may not be as good as yours, but you can't humiliate me like this. I honestly love Luna. You wouldn't understand what it's like to love someone for 7 years. He looked in pain, face pale, and staggered before fainting. In the next moment, Luna rushed forward, holding Alex in her arms. She looked at me accusingly. Liam, how could you be so malicious? Alex has a heart condition, and you still asked him out for coffee? You don't like him? Fine. But to want him dead? If something happens to Alex, I won't let you off easy. I thought he was putting on a show. Turns out it was all just an elaborate act. Seeing Luna's accusatory gaze, I smirked and took out the recorded conversation of Alex inviting me to the cafe. It was crystal clear Luna didn't expect that, and her face fell, left speechless. I shot back. He knew his condition, but still invited me for coffee? Who knows what his intentions were? Luna, you're barely holding on to anything yourself, and you're threatening me? Really? Who's worse off here? Better watch out for yourself. As it happened, Luna's phone rang. A voice on the other end sounded frantic. Luna, our company's cash flow has collapsed. If this keeps up, we might not last another few days. Luna seemed to ignore the word bankruptcy, too busy rushing Alex, who had fully passed out, to the hospital. Before leaving, she looked at me and said, Liam, your background isn't your claim to arrogance. That's why I like Alex so much. No matter what, he stays poised and confident. Unlike you, your entitlement will trip you up someday. With that, she huffed, carrying Alex as she turned to leave. Hearing what Luna said, I just chuckled coldly. Luna, oh, Luna, you still don't know your own worth, even at this point. I didn't even give her half a glance and headed back to the office. Later, someone from our circle sent me a screenshot, surprised, and asking if I had broken up with Luna. The screenshot showed Luna's recent post, using a popular way of showing affection online. She was sitting beside a hospital bed, holding a bowl of congee, pretending to feed the person in front of her. She looked soft and gentle. The bottom right of the photo showed half of a face, clearly not mine. Her caption read, "You're so fragile, so what if I let you win a little?" With a cheeky yellow face emoji to keep it playful and lively. The post was published shortly after we left the cafe at noon. I admitted it openly. My friend just remarked how Luna was really clueless about her good fortune and was pushing her luck. I shook my head, not saying much. Exited the chat and went to take a shower. Whatever Luna wants now is her business. I don't want to be involved with her in any way. I just hope Luna pays for betraying what we had. But then she called from a new number. As soon as I picked up, she held back her anger. Liam, what's going on with the company? No matter how mad you are, you can't use the company as a joke. We built it together with our hard work. Are you going to destroy it over some trivial fight? Hearing Luna forcefully restrain her irritation brought a smile to my face. At this point, Luna still thought I was competing with Alex out of jealousy. She definitely overestimated herself. I rudely said, Luna, I think you need to get this straight. We broke up. If you keep bothering me, I'm calling the cops. Upon hearing this, Luna couldn't hold back and broke down. She shouted, Liam, you're still a rich kid. Why is your perspective so narrow? Do you think the world revolves around you? I can make the company successful without you. I hung up before she could finish, blocking unknown numbers entirely. Let Luna vent her frustration over the phone. I dismissed the whole matter. With the big presentation 2 days away, I couldn't waste time on irrelevant matters. I saw Alex again 2 days later after work. He was waiting in the lobby with an ornate invitation. Liam, it's my birthday soon. Luna is throwing a party at Rose Villa. You've got to come. Alex had a smug and proud look as he smiled lightly. I glanced at the invitation and couldn't help but laugh. Rose Villa is Luna's? Sure. If I remember correctly, that villa was a celebratory gift when our company landed its first big order. After Alex left, I did some digging. Turns out, Luna sold off the expensive gifts I gave her to keep the company afloat. This birthday party of Alex's is also to win over the Grant's rivals and revive the company, sticking it to me at the same time. I looked at the invitation and smirked. Luna said, She can succeed without me, so be it. I instructed my assistant to list out all the expensive gifts I gave Luna during our time together, along with invoices. If it was simply a matter of growing apart, I'd accept that and gifts wouldn't be asked back. But she arrogantly cheated and used my money for her new fling, who then had the audacity to taunt me. In what world is this okay? I won't let Luna get a dime. Even if it's just a single sock, I want it back. Alex's birthday party was lively, well organized. You could tell a lot of effort was put in. When I arrived, Alex, dressed in an elegant and expensive outfit, was snapping photos with some friends nearby. A friend was complimenting. Alex always had the right eye, investing in Luna early on. 7 years, and it finally paid off. It was always meant to be. Alex just smiled modestly, though his eyes were overflowing with satisfaction and pride. But when his friends noticed me, their expressions changed, and one said, "What are you doing here? Can't the Grants kid accept defeat? Love's all about skill. You're old news, and now you want to cling on." Alex, however, stopped his friend and maintained his composed smile. "Liam, come on in. In our circle, even if we aren't close, we somewhat know each other." The room quieted down, eyes all turning to me. I shot a glance at Alex, ignored him and the folks in front of him, and just signaled the people behind me to start moving stuff. Alex frowned, looking stubborn, and questioned me. "What are you doing? Even if you're mad, you were the one who wanted to break up. Why crash my birthday party now?" Everyone there started whispering and gossiping. I let out a cold laugh and waved the list in my hand. "Why didn't Luna tell you this villa is mine? And fair is fair. Luna owes me and can't pay up, so I'm just helping myself." Alex froze at the sight of the list, his polite smile suddenly gone. The crew I brought moved fast, and soon enough, things were almost all packed up. Before anyone could react, Alex was clearly frustrated, glaring at me, but not daring to say anything. He probably wanted to stop us, but I had a couple of big, tough bodyguards with me. He had to think twice before trying anything rash. Suddenly, a stern voice interrupted. "What are you all doing?" Luna strode in from outside, standing right next to Alex, ready to back him up. Seeing the scene, her face went dark with anger. I pulled off my sunglasses with a smug grin, waved the list again and taunted, "Can't you see? I'm just taking back what's mine." Luna's eyes were glued to the inventory list in my hand. She frowned deeply, her lips pressed into a thin line, and finally spoke up. "Liam, we were a couple. Do we really have to make it this ugly? I didn't know the Grants could take back gifts like this." Luna acted like the villa was hers by sheer right. I couldn't help but laugh at her entitlement. "So what? My stuff, I give it to who I want. Even if it's a stray dog, it won't be staying with you, Luna." Just as I finished, Alex jumped in to defend Luna. "Liam, how dare you talk to Luna like that? Without Luna, your company wouldn't have done so well. Don't think too much of yourself." Facing Luna, I looked around and said to everyone, "Not to brag, but I've secured the project in the south of the city. I'll be counting on your support. But today, let me be clear. In L City, if you work with Luna, you're not a friend of mine or the Grants. Compared to the Grants, Luna isn't even a close competitor. Plus, the value of the South City project is immense." Everyone would weigh their options carefully. The crowd started murmuring, and some even left. Luna's face turned nasty, glaring at me furiously. Just then, a worker asked me what to do about a 2-meter-high glass sculpture in the center of the hall. It was sculpted to look like Luna. I looked at Luna with a teasing smile and said, "Smash it. I don't need these things anyway. I'd rather trash it than let Luna have it." After everything was moved, I threw the list in Luna's face. "I'll send someone later to collect the villa. Figure out the rest. Pay me back quick, or we'll see each other in court. Trust me, I can make sure you won't last in L City." Alex stood there shocked, his face pale. He was still in disbelief. When I left, I patted his shoulder and said, "Alex, I know you really love her. After all, you've chased her for 7 years. Your on and off relationship must mean something. I believe you can help Luna bounce back. Good luck." And with those words, I left the villa without a backward glance. I had already found out. Alex didn't just chase Luna for 7 years. He cast a wide net hoping to get lucky. Back then, he banked on Luna's smarts for future success. Alex had 7 or 8 girls like this, but now only Luna is successful and willing to respond to him. Today, Luna wasn't my main target. The main thing was to show the Grant stance, so no one mistakenly gives Luna any favors. I'm not some saint, and I won't treat wrongs with kindness. I'm here to ruin Luna, make sure she never recovers. In the end, Luna did pay me all the money back. Otherwise, facing legal trouble, she'd have even less chance of a comeback. Her barely functioning company declared bankruptcy, just like that. Luna went from having it all to being completely broke overnight. She even ended up with a mountain of debt. That's basically a fortune for her. Now, Alex wasn't about to stick around for the tough times with Luna. He took what little money she had left and skipped town. Just like that, Luna lost everything, people and money. Her assistant stood by looking a bit smug. Liam, you wouldn't believe it. Luna sold everything she could. Now she's being hunted by creditors and has to hide everywhere. She can't even afford a place in a rundown part of town anymore. Last night, she actually slept under a bridge. I was looking at the reports in my hand and couldn't help but scoff. Luna has impressive credentials. If she looked for a job again, she might have a chance to bounce back. But I know Luna. She's always been proud and used to being treated like royalty. Everyone calling her Luna this, Luna that. There's no way she'd ever settle for working under someone else. She's going to find a way to start up her own company again. Sarah, with my introduction, has secured the investment, and her company is growing steadily. She came by today just to treat me to dinner after work. She also wanted to talk about getting a cut of the South City project. Sarah's company is capable, and she handles things responsibly, so of course, I'm on board. But who would have thought I'd run into Luna downstairs? She was nothing like she used to be. Her once impeccable tailored suit was gone. Now she was wearing wrinkled casual clothes. You could tell she tried to tidy up, yet the red in her eyes and the dark circles beneath them gave her away. Her once straight back was slouched, too. When Luna saw me, she quickly straightened up, nervously called my name, Liam. But when her eyes landed on Sarah, who was chatting and laughing with me, she froze a bit. Then a hint of loneliness flashed in her eyes. "What's she doing with you?" she asked. I crossed my arms, looked her up and down and asked, "What do you want?" Luna pursed her lips, her eyes fixed on my shoes, unable to meet my gaze. "Liam, I was wrong before. Can you give me another chance?" She sounded sincere, but I knew her better. We were together for 2 years. She wasn't truly sorry. She was just scared. With no other options, she had to swallow her pride, though she was far from willing. All this meant was that Luna saw coming back to me as the fastest, cheapest way to bounce back. But she really didn't know me at all. I chuckled and looked at Luna, relaxed. "Luna, you really don't get me, do you? I never dig through the trash twice." Luna's face froze, and she looked terribly embarrassed. Her gaze shifted to beside me. Following her eyes, there was Sarah, casually smirking as if watching a show. Luna couldn't hold it any longer and snapped. "Sarah, do you really think you'll get anywhere with Liam? When he turns his back on you, you'll have nothing, and you'll never get back on your feet. My today is your tomorrow." Sarah raised an eyebrow. "I'm not dumb enough to give up my career and money for a man, unlike someone else. And thanks to Luna's nostalgia trips, I landed the investment." "Thanks, Luna." Sarah had a knack for sarcasm. Almost made me laugh. Luna's face turned as dark as coal, and she completely flipped out, trying to lunge at Sarah. I called security right away, had Luna thrown out. I also warned them to call the cops if she made any more trouble. Luna left tail between her legs. I didn't even bother with a look. She's got what she came for. Next time I saw Luna was at another investment party. She was in a cheap suit, her hair slicked back with gel, her face painted white. Standing next to some rather wealthy-looking woman, her eyeshadow was so flashy, it was impossible to ignore. People I know in the circle told me that after I kicked her out, she hit dead ends everywhere until she found people to partner with for business. After so many failures, she got a bit desperate and got tricked into borrowing money from a loan shark to start a business. Luna was totally disillusioned and ended up selling herself, paying off the debt, while looking for another chance to rise again. I shook my champagne glass and laughed. Luna used to despise people who would do anything to climb the social ladder. Now she became what she hated. Suddenly, there was a commotion. I took a sip of champagne and went over to see what's going on. Turns out Luna spotted Alex next to a rich lady. Alex thought Luna hit rock bottom and couldn't make it to such a fancy party, which is why he was so careless. But surprise, Luna was there too. The two rivals met, and Luna went straight for Alex. Alex had no interest in dealing with Luna. He tried to escape, but Luna wasn't that easy to fool. Luna questioned why she had to sell herself, while Alex continued living comfortably. So they started arguing. The rich lady with Alex slapped him hard, triggering his heart condition, and he ended up in the hospital. Luna didn't fare much better. She upset both the rich woman and the host, got beaten and thrown out. Watching the end of this drama, I put down my drink and left the party. Luna once missed an investment party for Alex. Now she's thrown out because of him. Again, history has an odd way of repeating itself, right? Same endgame. My business was booming. One day while I was busy, someone from the same social circle texted me. Luna was paralyzed. She owed so much money and got beaten by debt collectors, ending up bedridden. She'll spend the rest of her life in bed. While chatting, my friend mentioned Alex. After that party incident, the rich lady dumped him, caused a big scandal. His inglorious past got dug up, ruining his reputation. His heart condition worsened, and now even taking a few steps is a struggle. Jokingly, my friend said, "Liam, you must have some divine protection, huh? All your exes are getting what's coming to them. Guess I better watch out when talking to you. Who's this guru you know? Introduce me." I chuckled and turned off my phone. Looking at the mountain of paperwork on my desk, I went back to work. What's in your hands is what truly matters. Love and all that is unreliable. Women might betray me, but money never will.